Is that your phone?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We pause for a phone break.
It's in my jeans. Where is my...
Do you have a lot of pockets? Are you calling her?
I'm gonna check my voicemail.
Tape it in free, my friend.
Hey Jason, what's going on, man? It's Mario.
Speaking of pregos, I was reading about did you hear about this? The transvestite?
I think so.
Transvestite is...
Not transvestite, transgender. Because they had some stuff going on.
What's a transvestite?
Transvestite is just somebody who wears clothes of the other gender. A transgender is somebody who's actually going for it. They're like doing surgeries and hormones and stuff like that.
Oh. What's Transamerica?
That's an overrated movie with Felicity Huffman.
Is she a dude?
I haven't seen it.
So this transgender, I guess it was a female who wanted to be a male.
Right.
And then married a woman as the man. What's the name?
The person got married after having a gender change?
Yeah, had a gender change. She changed herself into him, and then him got married.
Married a woman.
To her, Nancy. We'll call her Nancy. And then Nancy and Confuso? I don't know. Why would you do that? Like, I've never been like...
You're talking about marrying somebody who you know used to be...
I've just never been like, oh yeah, I really wish that I didn't have a penis and balls.
Well, look, some people...
I really think that I was born with a woman's brain.
All that aside, because some people are born into the wrong bodies, they got hormone, gender issues, but on top of all of that, if you don't have one of those issues, right, how could you bring yourself to marry somebody who you know used to be the same? Can you really justify going, well, I mean, she's a chick now?
Yeah.
Did you really do that in your mind?
Like, if you were the lady, like, I mean, when would you break that to the person? Like,
Well, I'm assuming that information comes before you get married.
does that come on the first date?
No, probably not.
No?
Probably not coming on the first date.
Where do you go? Like, where do transgender people go? Like, there are no transgender bars in town.
I know, because you're trying to pass yourself off as the other one. You don't want to be like a third group. You want to be a guy or a girl, straight up.
So, like, what's Nancy thinking, you know, when she's like, oh, that's cool. No, it's probably she's a lesbian.
You think?
Well,
But
the transgender person doesn't have the tools necessary.
right, but we got off track a little bit here. So what's the story is the transgender person
Is pregnant.
is pregnant.
So it's a beardo,
So whether
hitless human.
so this person's claiming
Well, I
it's
guess
a miracle because I'm a dude and I'm pregnant. And the headline is "Pregnant Man Ready to Have Baby."
Yeah, that's a little misleading.
It's garbage, really, because
well, the headline.
if you have a vagina and ovaries, you're not a man.
Well, what if you have a beard?
That doesn't make you a man. There are bearded ladies. I've been to Walmart several times and seen women with far darker and thicker mustaches than I could ever grow.
A lot of times they're Lebanese.
I'm not gonna, pigeonhole them anymore than I already have. Let's just say there are mustachioed women though, and they're not dudes.
Yeah. I guess that's...
I don't think a beard qualifies you to legally call yourself a man.
So, to be legally a man, you should have testiculars.
I think to be legally a man, you should A, not be able to get pregnant, and B, be able to impregnate a woman. Though that, maybe I'll give you B because there are impotent men.
No, they're not really men.
I'm not, again, Jason's views do not necessarily encompass mine. But I think barring any other form of discussion you want to have, if you can get pregnant, I don't think you should be able to be considered a man.
Yeah, that seems...
That's pushing it.
If you can get pregnant, you can't be a man.
You can?
Cannot.
Okay.
If you can get pregnant, you cannot be a man.
I agree with that. That's a rule.
So, imagine the kid. What is that kid gonna be like? First of all, is it gonna be a guy or a girl?
But it doesn't.
I guess that doesn't really matter. Because when it grows up, it can like...
You can just make that call later.
F it, I'll do whatever I want. Snip.
This might end up being a very bigoted show.